Welcome back to the shop. Today I'm putting a kind of a little bit of a upgrade to my dust collector here for the cordless and corded tools in my shop. Since I've been using this system, it's worked pretty well, but I now want to use this more with some cordless tools as my tool collection has expanded. So this hose was basically just limited to what I could use with Festool cords, and I wanted to undo it, but it was also a little short for the shop. So I bought a new cord, a new hose, and I'm hooking up a dust separator to my little CT mini vac so that this way I don't lose too much capacity, because I'm filling up bags about one a week now instead of, I used to only use this really for sanding, so it would take a month or two to fill up with that. So here I found a kind of see-through bucket from Lowe's. It's a 5-gallon just standard bucket, but it's a measure right bucket. It's very see-through on the side, so I figured this will help me be able to see when the dust is building up inside. Time will tell. This is the first time I bought one of these. The dustopper comes from Home Depot, and I have one on one of my other vacs, and I love it. So the low profile is great for here. So I went with another one for this. I did a straight loop with the hose instead of trying to figure out the elbows, and I figure it's probably better for the suction at that point. Here I'm connecting a new antistatic cen-tec hose. This is their 12-foot model or 16-foot model. It's a little unwieldy. I gotta get a second hook for the ceiling rack that I have, and I'm putting the cen-tec clip back on it so I can use it with my sander. Also added a foot switch to just turn the vac on and off instead of having to bend down for the dial all the time. Figured that's a upgrade to an extent. I also will add some extra outlets to that foot switch so that this way I can plug in one or two sanders and make it easier to switch back and forth. So all in all, I think this will work a little bit better. So now that I can hit the foot switch to turn the vac on to use it with a cordless tool, or just hook up a plug directly to this little like kind of 3-prong outlet thing that I'm doing here. I don't like this. I'm going to switch it. But for right now, for testing purposes, that's probably what's going to get used for the next week or so until I figure out something better. But this will allow me to keep like my lamello plugged in for when I'm doing a job, and a sander or two plugged in, and then I'm just switching the hose back and forth instead of switching out the plug on the sander so much, which I know wears them out quicker. And this also takes some of the stress off the outlet on the front of my vac, which is not doing so well anymore. So just this whole foot switch thing I think is actually going to be kind of helpful to me, and having the dust separator on this vac is going to be huge. I know it takes up more floor space, but it's pretty low to the ground in this area, which is going to work perfect for my use. Thanks for watching along, and be sure to come back, and I will surely give you an update on how this setup's working down the road.